to the next bracket.
So we have Palutena versus Chrom on Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah, standard pick. Yeah, basically the Smash Bros of this game. I love that it is, by the way.
Yeah, it's such a great stage. It has great balance. The platforms are actually in a perfect spot, perfect distance, and it just gives a pretty even playing field overall.
Although not a lot of people know this, but Pokemon Stadium is actually the biggest stage in our stage list.
Oh, it is actually, yeah.
So it's actually not always the best stage to go to, but so far it's working out for Ramen, who starts the game off with his 0 to death.
Yeah, speaking of big stages, Palutena kind of needs all that space just to get her kit going for her.
Yeah, I agree. I think the extra space helps with her Nair strings, gives her more space. Although,
yeah, Prince Ramen kind of held on to that ledge a little too long there.
I like that Blank isn't panicking either, because that game started off really bad for her. Basically 0 to death, but you know, she just slowly kept spacing her moves on Palutena. Knows that Ramen has to approach her somehow, and is like, if you're not going to approach, I'm just going to keep using my aerials to space you out. And it's working out. She almost she almost has it back to an even game.
And I love how Prince Ramen is just now kind of taking control over the pace of the game. It was kind of rough in the beginning, but now he's using a lot of warp cancels just to get a lot of his moves out there and spacing against Chrom here.
Great counter come down, but he almost actually gets punched by Explosive Flame, which he hasn't used too much of yet. I know that Ramen has been testing that out. He is an original Palutena from Smash 4, and that is a new tool that Palutena has. So you know that he's been labbing that out.
Yeah, and it shows.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Blank here trying to find a way to close in the gap here on Prince Ramen, but Prince Ramen already replying back, getting a little small combo string here.
Nice dash attack. And this is what we want to watch with Blank, because Blank is very good with the ledge situation, covering ledge options, ledge get up. Chrom is also a very good character for that, so that's why she vibes so much with that character. But Ramen right now just making it really hard for Blank to land.
Yeah, he was doing a great job at just kind of leading Blank towards off stage and just securing that kill. Yes, and he takes the game. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ramen just had great control over the pace of the game. Definitely the warp cancels did throw off Blank just a little bit, because it made it hard for Ramen to be approached. I saw Blank slowly changing the pace of the game, but I feel that with the combo strings that Ramen was hitting, I think that kind of toned down the pace of the game for him.
Right. And a lot of people debate on how good Chrom is. It's very up and down, because his recovery is kind of sketchy, but also if you mix it up, it's not that bad. But Ramen's showing in that last game, like, why his recovery can be kind of bad sometimes. He basically killed him 2 times the same way with down smash, catching Chrom's up B. Palutena also has a counter, where so if you don't space it well, Chrom's up B will activate it, make it really tough to get back. And Ramen knows his stuff. He's just taking advantage of that.
Yeah, Ramen's kind of abusing the fact that Blank is trying to actually go on the platforms to try to get away from him and to try to make a safe landing option, but Ramen's actually using the platforms very well. And Palutena is kind of a character you don't want to kind of camp on platforms a little too long, just because her nairs, her up airs can definitely hit you, and those are really terrible to experience.
I definitely agree. Like, it's hard to land against that character, because she has so many multi-hits that it feels like they beat out a lot of your moves coming down. Good jab to back here, by the way, by Blank, taking the first stock very quickly. Yeah, Palutena is a really good juggling character in this game. But so is Chrom with the up air.
Yeah, speaking of juggling.
Exactly.
He did have a pretty good strong combo lead here. Ooh, and the call out with the up B.
Yeah, and I just want to say that move does 26%.
Oh, it's very strong.
That's crazy. It's an out of shield option. And Blank is one of the best people I've ever seen at using that move. She uses it like a really good out of shield option. That's very close, by the way.
Okay, Ramen carefully approaching in here.
Oh, the upper just clipping Blank. Giving Ramen a free ticket back on stage. Good
Amazing
punch.
parry coming out of Blank here, too.
Yeah, and Blank hasn't really changed her strategy so far, but I think it's just better execution. And Ramen struggling to get the kill this time. I think Blank is being a little more aware, getting back on stage. Because that's where Ramen got most of his kills last game. Blank is being a little more careful, so he's holding on to his stock, to her stock a little bit longer.
Yeah, Blank definitely has a really huge lead against Ramen here, but that is going to be the first stock off of Blank. But Ramen's going to have to do a lot of work to secure just an advantage in this game here.
Yeah. First game, Blank lost, but Blank adapted this game.
Yeah, and it definitely shows. Like you said, he is playing a lot more patiently. Great hit on the POV there. Yeah,
and most likely this game looks like it's going to go to Blank, so now it's going to be Ramen's turn now to see if he can adapt, change his strategy a little bit, and sort of react to how Blank has changed it up. But that should be it. Jab the back air is going to take that off the side.
That's going to take it. And I did see how Ramen did try to approach in very, very patiently and carefully with the shields, but unfortunately, shield stun in this game is pretty devastating.
Yeah, I feel like these are two characters that like to space. Palutena maybe being a little bit more of a juggling and combo-oriented character, whereas Chrom being, you know, he has the disjoints, he's spacing his forward airs, his nairs, trying to get his combos off a jab. So they're kind of going for the same thing in neutral, but it's just these small nuances that's changing the results, and Blank making that little change is just enough to win game 2. And now we need to see if Ramen can solve this puzzle.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about adapting, is that you don't need to adapt super, super hard, but if you can just pinpoint the main problem that was happening, then you can take the game by storm. That's exactly what Blank did. He found out his issues, and then he just capitalized on that. He actually played a lot more patiently, too, and that definitely helped him out a lot in this next game. So we'll see how Ramen does. I feel like Ramen may have to play a little bit more spacey, because I felt like he did get hit by a lot of disjoints that Chrom does have. So I feel that if he plays this game a lot more patiently and actually spaces himself out, he can have a good shot.
Interesting. So he does decide to go back to Pokemon Stadium. Kind of makes sense, like when you win on a stage and you know you lose game 2, you go back to game 3. There's no DSR, by the way, so, so you can go back. Sometimes you're like, maybe I can just replicate what I did game 1. So we'll run it back. It makes sense. But we'll see if that's how it plays out.
Yeah, it's not looking too strong of a start for Prince Ramen here. It seems that every time Prince Ramen does have a chance to get in, Blank just has an answer for Prince Ramen.
I will say, damage-wise, it's about even. I lied. It's not even anymore.
The commentator's curse is real, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ramen. My bad. Oh, and oh no!
Wow!
The win box was enough.
Wow! I'm actually surprised.
I'm not sure if that's exactly what he was going for, but.
I mean, what works, man.
But that is what won him game 1.
Yeah.
That down smash catching Chrom's recovery. Not quite that way, but you know, if it works, it works.
New tech.
You know, man, that's how you discover stuff sometimes. In the middle of a match, like, that worked.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Sometimes when you're drunk or something, it's like, maybe this will work.
Yeah, I feel like usually when it's like a game 3 situation, or it's just a last game situation, I feel like a lot of players sometimes they feel like if they play too safe, then it's going to be something where if I play too safe, I have a potential to lose. But then if I experiment and kind of switch it up a bit, you have more of a chance to win, only because it's something that your opponent won't expect. So going back on what you said, experimenting, that's exactly what you kind of want to do.
I can definitely see that too, because it kind of takes your opponent out of their comfort zone.
Exactly.
They're used to what you're doing, so once you change it up, like by doing something you don't usually do, that could be enough to just win you the game sometimes.
Well, I did see the attempt that Ramen was trying to do. He was trying to clip off Blank from his up B recovery, but unfortunately, the first hit from it hit Ramen, and that cost him his stock.
Yeah, good stuff on Blank. And you know Blank was going to try to get that up B right there.
Oh, yeah.
The forward up B, which doesn't kill you first, but definitely still really strong if you're up a stock. Down tilt, the forwarder, and that's going to catch Blank and take the stock for Ramen.
Alright, we are down to the last stock here from both players. So far, Blank has a percentage lead here. And Prince Ramen is on the defensive here.
Yeah, Blank is definitely doing a really good job of keeping stage control. That's really what you have to do with Chrom. You need to assert your dominance because you have the better hitboxes, you have the better aerials, and you need to let your opponent know that. And it kind of shows, but like Ramen has been on the outside of the stage for most of this stock. And off stage too. I am very surprised I caught.
And is that going to do it? And yes, that takes the game. And
that was so smart too, because that was at the ledge. So neutral get up, he would have caught, which he did. He was at the ledge, so if he rolled back, that still would have caught too.
Yes.
So that covered 2 out of 3 options.